Welcome to Travel Discovery. This is Lisa, and I will be your host. Today we are in the Philippines. The Philippines as an archipelago or an island nation with abundant rainfall, rivers, beaches. However, despite this seemingly ample supply, access to clean and safe water remains a challenge for many Filipinos. While major cities are serviced by water treatment plants, many rural areas rely on shallow or deep wells. In some communities, you'll also see large elevated tanks that store water for household use. So let's visit a home in the countryside where their source of water is a well. And that's what you see here. If the well is not deep enough or it's in the dry season, it can run dry. And so that's what happened to this particular well. So we see you have the well, it's connected to an electric pump, and it pumps the water from the well to this holding tank of water or storage. And then the blue PVC pipe runs from the water tank into the home. So this is typically how someone in the province will get water. But again, if the well is dry, you have a problem. So what this household is doing is getting a stainless steel tank to hold the water. We saw that previously in this video. And then the water, by use of gravity, because the tank will be elevated, will bring water into the home. So here the workers are on site, they're assembling this stand. And so this stand will be erected, and then that large stainless steel tank will go on top. And again, there's no electrical component, so even if the power's out, it'll work. So we had to temporarily stop because of the heavy rain. And so the workers waited a while, and they will continue work. This is where that tank is going to go. So we see here they have moved the stand closer to the site. And of course, there's some additional welding that needs to be done to secure the stand so it can, of course, hold the weight of the tank. And we're ready to put the stainless steel tank in place. And so it's going to be carried over by 3 of the workers. And what I admire about the Filipino men, they're hard workers. They may not always be big and bulky and muscular, but they are strong. And work is done very manually in the Philippines. They often don't use big construction cranes that you see in other countries. A lot of the work is done manually. So do you know how we're going to get that tank up on the stand? You might have guessed it. It's going to be pulled manually. So the ladder there, they're going to use that as leverage to drag or pull the tank up by rope. So we see one of the workers getting the rope around the tank, and then they're going to just use brute muscle and pull it up onto the stand. So let's see if they're successful. That is the foreman making sure all the work is done correctly, and he's going to, of course, send commands to the crew. So here we go, they're hoisting it up, and there's just 4 of them. And that tank is not light. In the Philippines, water really is a precious commodity, like many countries, but every drop is valued, not just for drinking and cooking, but also for sanitation and hygiene. Water conservation efforts are crucial, and Filipinos have developed a culture of using water wisely. What you'll notice also in the Philippines, the construction workers don't wear steel-tipped boots. Often they're just in flip-flops. That's pretty common. You will often see Filipinos, no matter what they're doing, they're in flip-flops. So here the foreman was commanding one of the workers to get that steel rod just for a little extra support. So they at least got it on top, but they're not done yet. They do have to make sure, of course, it's standing up. And so now we have all 4 workers on top of the stand, and they're going to try to stand it up, so they're not done yet. So again, the purpose of this project is to have the source of water from the tank instead of the well. Well, how will we get water into this stainless steel tank or drum? It's going to be delivered by a water truck that will pump water into the top of the drum, and that's how it will actually fill the drum. How long it will last depends on the residents and how much they can conserve water and how much water they use. So they are successful. They are successful getting it up there by using brute force and, of course, ingenuity. The Filipinos are quite handy, I would say. So here's the finished product. There's a little ladder there, so the delivery guy can climb up the ladder and put the hose into the top of the tank. It looks pretty nice. They assembled most of this on site. There's the foreman making sure the connection is secure. So he has to run a line, of course, from the house, a new line from the house up to the water tank, and they are ready to go. So this is one of the two ways that you provide water to a home, either by a stainless steel large water tank or drum, or you use a well and it gets pumped into the home. The advantage of using a tank is, of course, everything still works. There's no electrical component if the electricity is off. And with a well, there's a possibility that it could run dry. So take your pick. Thanks for watching. I'm going to leave you with some beautiful images of the Philippines, the beautiful waterfalls and beautiful water view and beach scenes. See you in the next one. Please remember to like and subscribe. Safe travels to everyone. Don't forget to tune in next time to see what we will discover next. Thanks, everybody.